The phone call came on a Thursday afternoon, 3 months after I sold the house. "Mom, why didn't you tell us?" My son's voice, confused, a little angry. I looked out my balcony window. The morning sun was just coming up. "I'm telling you now, Michael." Silence on the other end. Then he said, "But where will we stay when we visit?" I almost laughed. Visit? When was the last time he visited? But I didn't say that. I just said, "There are hotels, honey." How did I get here, to this small apartment, to this quiet life, to this peace? It started 3 months ago in a hospital room when nobody came. Before I continue, if you enjoy stories about real life, about finding strength when you feel alone, please hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world to me. Now, let me tell you my story. Please listen until the end. My name is Dorothy. I'm 73 years old, and this is what happened. It was a Tuesday afternoon in early September. I was in my garden. The roses needed deadheading, the yellow ones by the fence. I've had those roses for 30 years, since we bought the house, since Michael and Jennifer were small. I was cutting the spent blooms. The sun was warm on my shoulders. I remember thinking I should water the hydrangeas. Then I felt it, a tightness in my chest. At first, I thought it was nothing, just tired. I'm 73. I get tired. But this was different. The tightness got stronger. My left arm started to hurt. I dropped the garden shears. They fell into the rose bush. I tried to walk to the house. My legs felt heavy. The back steps seemed so far away. I sat down on the grass, right there in the middle of my garden. I couldn't breathe right. "Patricia!" I called out. My neighbor, Pat Wilson. We've lived next door to each other for 30 years. She was in her yard hanging laundry. She looked over the fence and saw me on the ground. "Dorothy!" She came running, faster than I've seen her move in years. "I'm calling 911. "No, I'm fine. I just need—" "Dorothy, hush, I'm calling." She did. The ambulance came. Sirens, lights, the whole neighborhood watching. Mrs. Chen from across the street, the Martinez family, the young couple from 2 houses down, all watching as they lifted me onto the stretcher, as they put the oxygen mask on my face, as they drove away. Pat rode with me, held my hand the whole way. Cleveland Clinic, emergency room, so many people. Doctors, nurses, questions. "Do you have chest pain?" "Yes." "Rate it 1 to 10. 7. "Any history of heart disease?" "My husband, he died 10 years ago." "I'm sorry. What about you? Any previous issues?" "High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, the usual, the getting old usual." They did tests. EKG, blood work, chest x-ray. Pat stayed until they took me for the x-ray. Then a nurse said only family past this point. Pat squeezed my hand. "I'll call your kids, Dorothy." "Thank you." She left. I was alone with strangers in white coats. They admitted me. "We need to keep you for observation, Mrs. Henderson." "Is it serious?" "We'll know more after the tests, but we want to be safe." Room 412, 4th floor, cardiac unit. The room had 2 beds. Mine was by the window. The other bed had a patient already, an older woman, maybe 80. Her family was there. Husband, 2 daughters, 3 grandchildren. They were talking, laughing. One of the little ones was showing her a drawing. "Look, Grandma, I made you a rainbow." "That's beautiful, sweetheart." So much noise, so much life. I looked away. The nurse helped me into the bed, set up my IV, attached the heart monitor. "Beep, beep, beep. Your family will be here soon. she asked. Yes, I called them. She smiled and left. I had called them from the emergency room. My son, Michael, he's 49 now, lives in Columbus, 2 hours away. He's a financial consultant, always busy, always important meetings. When I called, he answered on the third ring. Mom, what's wrong? Michael, I'm at the hospital. What? What happened? My heart. They think it's my heart. Oh my God! Are you okay? They're admitting me. Oh my God, Mom. Okay. His voice sounded worried, really worried. I'm coming right away. Which hospital? Cleveland Clinic. I'm leaving now. I'll be there in 2 hours. You don't have to. Mom, I'm coming. I love you. He hung up. I felt relieved. He's coming. My son is coming. Then I called Jennifer, my daughter, 46, lives here in Cleveland, only 20 minutes away. She has 2 kids. Josh is 12, Emma is 9. Mom, she answered immediately. What's wrong? Pat called me. She said you're in the hospital. I'm okay, honey. It's my heart. They're keeping me overnight. Oh my God, Mom, I'm coming right now. You don't have to. Mom, stop. I'm coming. Which room? I told her. I just need to pick up the kids from school, then I'll be there, okay? I love you. I love you too. She hung up. I put the phone down. They're coming, both of them. I'm not alone. I looked at the clock on the wall, 4:45. Jennifer would pick up the kids by 3:30, be here by 4. Michael would leave work, be here by 6. I could wait. The family next to me was eating pizza. Someone had brought it. The smell filled the room. Pepperoni and cheese. My stomach rumbled. I hadn't eaten since breakfast. The nurse brought my dinner, a tray. Salisbury steak, green beans, mashed potatoes. Everything looked gray. I ate a little. The family next to me was leaving. Hugs all around. We'll be back tomorrow, Mom. Love you, Grandma. Feel better. They left in a wave of noise and perfume and love. The old woman settled back in her bed, smiled at me. Family, she said. Yeah. You got people coming? Yes, my kids. That's good. That's real good. She turned on her TV. I looked at the clock. 4:15. Jennifer wasn't here yet. I checked my phone. A text from Jennifer. Mom, I'm so sorry. Josh has soccer practice and Emma has dance. I can't find anyone to watch them. I'm trying. I stared at the message. Soccer practice. Dance. I texted back, It's okay, honey. Take care of the kids. She replied immediately, I'll come tomorrow, I promise. Love you. Tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Michael would still come. I waited. 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. No Michael. 6:30, my phone buzzed. A text. Mom, I'm so sorry. The meeting is running late. I don't think I can make it tonight, but I'll come first thing tomorrow. I promise. Are you okay? I read it twice. Emergency meeting. I texted back, Okay. He sent back a heart emoji. I put the phone down. The nurses changed shift. A new one came in. Younger, blonde ponytail. Name tag said Sarah. How are we doing, Mrs. Henderson? Fine. Your family visiting tonight? They're coming later. She checked my IV, checked the monitor. Well, you just rest. Call if you need anything. She left. I was alone. The old woman in the next bed was sleeping quietly. Her TV was still on. Wheel of Fortune. I watched the wheels spin, listened to the audience cheer. Outside my window, the sky was getting dark. The parking lot lights came on, one by one. I could see people walking to their cars. Visiting hours would end soon. I checked my phone. 8:35. No messages. The thing is, When you're lying in a hospital bed alone, you start thinking about everything. I thought about my knees. 3 years ago, the arthritis started. I couldn't kneel in the garden anymore, couldn't get down on the floor to play with Emma and Josh. I thought about the diabetes. 2 years ago, pills every morning, no more sweets, no more of Jennifer's birthday cake. It's okay, Mom, we'll get you sugar-free, but it's not the same. I thought about the blood pressure medication added last year. More pills. My kitchen counter looks like a pharmacy now. When did that happen? When did I become old? I thought about Robert, my husband, 10 years ago. This same hospital. Lung cancer. Stage 4. He was here for 6 months, in and out. Treatments, tests, hope, less hope, no hope. I was here every day, every single day. I'd bring him things from home, his favorite pillow, the blue one, his robe, pictures of the kids, of the grandkids. Michael came once a week. Sometimes. He was busy. Important job. Important meetings. Jennifer came on weekends, when she could. The kids had activities. I understood. I was there. I was always there. The last night, I was holding Robert's hand. His breathing had changed, slower, shallower. The nurse had said it won't be long now. I called Michael. Dads, it's time. I'm 2 hours away, Mom. I know. I just wanted you to know. I'll try to get there. He didn't make it. Jennifer came, got there 20 minutes before, held her dad's other hand, cried. Robert opened his eyes, looked at me, tried to smile. Take care of yourself. Those were his last words. Not about the kids, about me. I will, I whispered. But I didn't. I took care of everyone else, like always. Lying here now, in this bed, in this room, I wondered, is this how it ends for me? Alone? Will I die alone, like Robert almost did? Will Michael be 2 hours away? Will Jennifer have the kids' activities? I felt tears, hot on my face. I wiped them away quickly. The woman in the next bed might see, but she was asleep. Nobody saw. Nobody was here to see. My phone buzzed. 8:30. A text from Michael. Mom, I'm so sorry. The meeting is running late. I don't think I can make it tonight, but I'll come first thing tomorrow, I promise. Are you okay? I looked at the message for a long time. Tomorrow. Everyone would come tomorrow. I texted back, I'm fine. Don't worry. He sent back, love you, Mom. Get some rest. I put the phone on the bedside table, turned off the lamp. The room was dark, except for the glow from the monitors and the TV across the room, now playing some late-night show. Laughter, studio audience, applause. I closed my eyes. Tomorrow they'd come. They promised. Tomorrow. But tonight, I was alone. And I thought about my whole life, 73 years, married at 23, Michael was born when I was 24, Jennifer at 27. I stopped working, stayed home, raised them, cooked, cleaned, drove them everywhere, soccer, dance, birthday parties, doctor appointments. I was always there. Always. Robert worked, provided. I took care of home. That was the deal. That was our life. And it was good. It was. The kids grew up, went to college. I helped Michael move into his dorm, helped Jennifer pick out her wedding dress, babysat Josh and Emma every Tuesday for years. I was always there. But now I'm here, and where are they? Tomorrow. They'll come tomorrow. I have to believe that. I have to. Because if I don't, if I let myself think that maybe, just maybe, I'm not as important as I thought, Then what was it all for? I opened my eyes. The clock said 11:47. The hospital was quiet, just the beeping and the TV and my thoughts. Tomorrow, I told myself, tomorrow will be different. They'll come. They promised. And I believed them. I had to. Wednesday morning came with bright sunshine through the window. I woke up to a nurse taking my blood pressure. "Good morning, Mrs. Henderson. How did you sleep?" "Okay," I lied. "The doctor will be in soon to talk about your tests." She left. I checked my phone. A text from Michael, sent at 6:30 in the morning. "Morning, Mom. How are you feeling? I'll come by this afternoon after my meeting. Love you." This afternoon? Okay, that's good. And Jennifer. "Good morning, Mommy. Feeling better? I'll come today for sure. The kids are back in school. Love you so much." Today? They're both coming today. See? I was worried for nothing. The doctor came in at 9. Dr. Patel. Young, maybe 40. Kind eyes behind wire-rimmed glasses. "Mrs. Henderson, good morning. How's the chest pain?" "Better." "Good. We got your test results back. Your heart is stressed. We're seeing some blockage. Not severe, but concerning." "What does that mean?" "It means we need to do more tests, possibly a cardiac catheterization, and depending on what we find, maybe surgery." Surgery. The word hung in the air. "When?" "We'd like to schedule it for Monday. That gives us time to prep you and do more imaging." Monday. 5 days away. "Okay. Do you have someone who can be here with you, family?" "Yes, my children are coming today." "Good. You'll need someone to sign consent forms, and after the procedure, you'll need help at home." He patted my hand. "Don't worry, we do these all the time. You're in good hands." He left. I sat there. Surgery. Monday. I called Michael. It rang 4 times, then voicemail. I didn't leave a message. I texted instead. "Michael, the doctor says I need surgery on Monday. Can you call me?" I waited. 10 minutes. 20. Then my phone rang. "Mom, hi." His voice was cheerful, energetic. "How did you sleep?" "Fine. Did you get my text?" "Text? Oh, hold on." I heard him talking to someone else, his assistant maybe, then back to me. "Sorry, Mom. What text?" "About the surgery." "Surgery? What surgery?" "The doctor says I need heart surgery on Monday." Silence. Then, "Oh, wow. Okay. Is it serious?" "He said there's blockage." "But is it serious?" "Michael, it's surgery." Right, of course. Wow, okay. I heard typing. He was on his computer. "So Monday, you said?" "Yes." "Okay, I'll figure something out. The doctor said you need to sign some forms. Can't they email them to me?" I felt something sink in my chest. Not pain, something else. He said family needs to come in person. "Oh, okay. Well, I'll come today like I said. What time is good?" "Anytime, honey." "Great. I'll text you. I have this presentation at 11, but after that I'm free." "Okay." "Love you, Mom. Hang in there." He hung up. I stared at the phone. Presentation at 11. Then he's free. He'll come. I called Jennifer. She answered on the first ring. "Mom, how are you?" "Hi, honey. I'm okay. The doctor says I need surgery." "What? When?" "Monday." "Oh my God, Mom. Are you okay? Are you scared?" "A little." "Don't be. You're so strong. You're going to be fine." Her voice was warm, comforting. "I'm coming today, okay? I promised." "Okay. Let me just drop the kids at school and I'll head over. Maybe around 10? "That sounds good." "Okay, Mom. I love you. See you soon." She hung up. 10 o'clock. I looked at the clock. 9:15. 45 minutes. I waited. The woman in the other bed had a new visitor, her daughter. They were watching a cooking show on TV, something about Italian food. They were laughing at something the chef said. 10 o'clock came. No Jennifer. 10:15, 10:30. I checked my phone. No messages. At 10:45, a text. Mom, I'm so sorry. Josh forgot his science project at home. I had to drive back and bring it to school. On my way now. On her way. Okay. 11 o'clock, 11:30. The lunch cart came by. Chicken soup, crackers, Jell-O. I ate the soup. It was too salty. 11:45. Another text from Jennifer. Mom, I'm here. Parking is a nightmare. Be up in a few. I sat up straighter, fixed my hair a little. She was here. Noon. 12:15. No Jennifer. 12:30. My phone rang. Jennifer. Mom? I'm so sorry. I'm still in the parking garage. I've been circling for 20 minutes. There's literally no spots. It's okay, honey. No, it's not okay. I'm so frustrated, and now I have to pick up Emma at 1. She has a dentist appointment. You should go then. Are you sure? I feel terrible. It's fine. The dentist is important. You're the best, Mom. I'll come tomorrow morning, first thing, I promise. Okay. I love you so much. I love you too. She hung up. I put the phone down. Tomorrow morning, first thing. The afternoon passed slowly. At 2 o'clock, Michael texted, Mom, presentation went long, now stuck in traffic. Not going to make it today. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow for sure. I texted back, It's okay. I turned off my phone, looked out the window. The parking lot was full. So many cars, so many people visiting their loved ones. The woman in the other bed had 2 visitors now, her daughter and her granddaughter. They were all talking at once, laughing at something the chef said. I closed my eyes. Tomorrow. They'd come tomorrow. Thursday. The 3rd day. I woke up before the nurses came. The sky outside was gray. It looked like rain. My phone had messages. I'd turned it back on at some point during the night. Michael had texted at 10 p.m. Sorry again, Mom. Tomorrow, I promise. Love you. Jennifer at 11 p.m. Good night, Mommy. Sweet dreams. See you in the morning. Morning. I looked at the clock. 7:15. The nurse came in. Not Sarah, a different one. Older. Her name tag said Ruth. Morning, dear. Let's check those vitals. She took my blood pressure, my temperature, wrote everything down. Your doctor wants to see you at 9 about the surgery. Okay. Family coming today? I hesitated, then said, yes. She nodded. That's good. You need support. At 9, Dr. Patel came back. He had papers with him. Mrs. Henderson, I want to go over the procedure with you and get these consent forms signed. He explained everything, the catheterization, the possible stent, the recovery time. I tried to listen, tried to focus, but my mind kept wandering to my phone, to the door. Would they come? Do you have any questions? He asked. No. All right. Now I need a family member to sign these forms. Are your children here? They're coming. Today? Yes. Good. Have them come find me when they get here, or give these to the nurse and she'll page me. He left the forms on my bedside table. Thick papers, legal language, consent for surgery, risks, benefits, a line at the bottom for a signature. Not my signature. Family signature. I picked up my phone, called Michael, straight to voicemail. I tried Jennifer, same thing. I texted them both. The doctor left consent forms. He needs one of you to sign them. It's important. I waited. An hour passed. No response. At 11, my phone rang. Michael. Hi, Mom. Michael, did you get my text? Yeah, sorry. I was in a meeting. What's this about consent forms? The doctor needs you to sign them for the surgery. Oh, okay. Can't they just email them to me? I can sign digitally. I felt my throat tighten. He said someone has to come in person. Really? That seems old-fashioned. Michael, I mean, can't they fax them or scan them? I can sign and send back. Fax, scan, email, not come, not visit, not be here. Michael, I've been here for 3 days. Silence on the other end. Then, I know, Mom, I'm sorry. Work has been crazy. I need you to come. The surgery is Monday. I need you to sign these papers. Okay, I'll come. When do you need me? Anytime. This weekend is tough. I have a golf tournament on Saturday. Client thing. Can't miss it. Golf. A client golf tournament. What about Sunday? I asked. My voice sounded small. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday works. I'll come Sunday. In the morning? Afternoon is better. Is that okay? Yes. Great. Sunday afternoon. I'll be there, I promise. Okay. And Mom, don't worry. This is just a standard procedure. You're going to be fine. Standard procedure. Just. Fine. He didn't get it. Or maybe he did. Maybe this really was nothing to him. Just a signature. A standard thing. Not his mother. Not my life. Just a procedure. I have to go, Mom. Another call coming in. Love you. He hung up. I sat there holding the phone. Sunday afternoon, 2.5 days from now. Jennifer called an hour later. Mom, how are you? I'm okay. I feel so bad about yesterday. That parking garage is impossible. It's fine. Did you get the forms signed? No. Michael's coming Sunday. Sunday? Why not today? He's busy. Oh, well, I can come today. Let me just check. I heard her talking to someone, her husband maybe, then back to me. Actually, Mom, Josh is sick. He stayed home from school. I can't leave him. Okay. But I can come Saturday, in the morning. Michael's coming Sunday. Oh, well, I'll come too. We'll both be there. Okay. Okay, Mom, I have to go. Josh is calling me. Feel better. She hung up. I looked at the consent forms on the table. Sunday. They'd both come Sunday. That was good. That was something. The man in the next bed was watching me. He'd been there the whole time, listening. Your kids coming? Sunday. He nodded slowly, didn't say anything, but I saw it in his eyes. Pity. I looked away. Friday passed, Saturday passed. I didn't call anyone, didn't text. I just waited. The nurses came and went. They knew now. They stopped asking about visitors. When they checked my vitals, they'd just smile, sympathetic smiles. I hated those smiles. Saturday afternoon, a volunteer came by with a cart of books. She was young, college age maybe. Would you like something to read? She asked. No, thank you. Are you sure? We have mysteries, romances, biographies. I'm fine. She moved on to the woman in the next bed. She picked a romance novel. They chatted for a few minutes about her daughter, who was also in college, about the weather, normal things. I stared at the ceiling, counted the tiles, 42 across, 26 down. Sunday morning, I woke early, 6 a.m. I got up, went to the bathroom, looked at myself in the mirror, hospital gown, hair flat on one side, face pale. I looked old. When did that happen? I washed my face, fixed my hair as best I could, went back to bed. Michael had texted at 8. Morning, Mom. On my way soon. See you around 2. Around 2. Okay. Jennifer texted at 9. Good morning, Mommy. Can't wait to see you. I'll be there around 2:30. They were both coming. Finally, after 5 days, they were coming. I waited, watched the clock. Noon, 1 o'clock, 1:30. At 2:15, there was a knock on my door. My heart jumped. I sat up. Come in. Michael walked in. He was wearing khakis and a polo shirt, golf clothes. He must have come straight from his tournament. He had his sunglasses pushed up on his head. Hi, Mom, he smiled, walked over, gave me a quick hug, the kind you give acquaintances, brief, polite. Hi, honey. He pulled up a chair, sat down, took out his phone and put it on the bedside table, face up. I could see the screen. Notifications kept popping up. How are you feeling? He asked. I'm okay. You look good. Did I? I didn't think so, but I just said, thank you. So, he rubbed his hands together, where are these forms? I pointed to the bedside table. He picked them up, started reading. His phone buzzed. He glanced at it, kept reading. It buzzed again. He picked it up, typed something, put it back down. Michael. Sorry, Mom, work thing. He went back to the forms. So this is pretty standard, right? That's what the doctor said. Good, good. And it's on Monday. Yes. What time? 7 in the morning. He nodded, still reading. And recovery is how long? A few days in the hospital, then a week or 2 at home. Do you need someone to stay with you? I don't know yet. Well, let me know. Maybe we can hire someone. Hire someone. Not stay with me. Hire someone. His phone rang. He looked at it. Sorry, I need to take this. He answered. Hey, yeah, I'm still on for tonight, 7:30? Perfect. He laughed at something. All right, see you then. He hung up. Sorry, he said again, dinner plans. It's fine. He picked up a pen from the table. Okay, where do I sign? I showed him. He signed. Quick, efficient, like signing a receipt. There we go. He put the pen down, checked his phone again. Anything else you need? No. Okay. He stood up. I should get going. Traffic on Sunday, you know? I looked at him, my son, standing there, ready to leave. He'd been here maybe 10 minutes. Michael. Yeah? I wanted to say so many things. I wanted to ask why he didn't come sooner, why he couldn't miss one golf game, one dinner, why I wasn't important enough for him. But I didn't. I just said, drive safe. He'll be. He leaned down, kissed my forehead. You're going to be fine, Mom. This is routine. Doctors do these all the time. Routine. There was that word again. I'll call you after the surgery, okay? Okay. He walked to the door, turned back. Love you, Mom. Love you too. He left. I heard his footsteps in the hallway, getting quieter, then gone. I sat there. The consent forms were signed. That's what mattered, right? At 3 o'clock, Jennifer texted, Mom, I'm so sorry. Emma woke up with a fever. I can't leave her. I feel terrible. Michael signed the forms though, right? I texted back, yes. She replied, thank goodness. Okay, I'll see you after the surgery. You're going to do great. Love you so much. After the surgery, not before, after. I put my phone down, looked at my son's signature on the consent form, Michael Henderson. His handwriting had always been messy, even when he was little. I remembered teaching him to write at the kitchen table after school. He'd grip the pencil so tight his knuckles turned white. Relax your hand, honey, I'd tell him, but he never did. Always tense, always rushing. Just like today, rushed in, rushed out. The woman in the next bed was having dinner with her husband. He'd brought food from home. I could smell garlic, tomato sauce. He was feeding her. She couldn't use her right hand very well after her stroke. He'd cut everything into small pieces, waited patiently while she chewed. Good? He asked. Best meal I've had all week, she said. They both laughed. I turned away, looked out the window. The sun was setting, orange and pink across the sky. It was beautiful. I tried to focus on that, on the beauty, not on the empty chair beside my bed, not on the silence, not on the feeling growing in my chest. the feeling that maybe, just maybe, I wasn't as important to them as they were to me. But that couldn't be right, could it? They loved me. They said so. Michael had said it. Love you, Mom, just before he left. He said it, so it must be true. I wanted it to be true. I needed it to be true. Because if it wasn't, then what was the point of everything? All those years, all those sacrifices, all those moments of putting them first, what was it all for? I closed my eyes. Tomorrow was surgery. I needed to rest, needed to be strong. Tomorrow would be better. They'd call after the surgery. They'd check on me. They cared. They just showed it differently, that's all. That's what I told myself. That's what I needed to believe. Monday morning came early. A nurse woke me at 5:30. Time to prep for surgery, Mrs. Henderson. They took my vitals, started a new IV. A different nurse came to explain what would happen. We'll take you down at 6:30. The procedure should take about 2 hours. You'll wake up in recovery. Any questions? Will someone call my family after? She checked her chart. We have numbers listed here for Michael Henderson and Jennifer Martinez. We'll call them both. Thank you. Of course. Do you want to call them now, before you go down? I looked at the clock. 5:45. Too early. They'd be sleeping. No, it's okay. All right then, try to relax. At 6:15, Dr. Patel came by. Good morning, Dorothy. Ready? As ready as I'll be. You're in good hands. I'll see you in there. At 6:30, 2 orderlies came with a gurney. They helped me onto it, started wheeling me down the hallway. The ceiling tiles passed above me, fluorescent lights. 1, 2, 3. I lost count. We passed other rooms, other patients, some sleeping, some watching TV, some with family already there, sitting in chairs, holding hands. My hands were empty. We reached the elevator, went down, the surgery floor, more hallways, double doors, a sign that said authorized personnel only. They wheeled me into a pre-op room, bright lights, cold. A nurse put a cap on my head, covered me with warm blankets. Someone will be with you in a moment. I lay there, alone, staring at the ceiling. I thought about calling Michael or Jennifer just to hear their voices, but my phone was back in my room, and anyway, what would I say? I'm scared? They just tell me not to worry, that it's routine. I wish you were here? They'd feel guilty, make excuses. Better to say nothing. An anesthesiologist came in, young woman, friendly smile. Hi, Dorothy, I'm Dr. Chen. I'll be putting you to sleep today. Okay. Any family here with you? There it was again, that question. No. That's all right. We'll take good care of you. She started an injection in my IV. You're going to feel sleepy. Just relax. Count backwards from 10 for me. 10, 9, 8. The room started to blur. The lights got softer. 7, 6. I thought of Robert. Wondered if I'd see him soon, if this was it. 5. I thought of Michael and Jennifer when they were babies, their little hands, their smiles. 4. And then nothing. I woke up. Voices around me, beeping. Someone saying my name. Dorothy? Dorothy, can you hear me? I tried to open my eyes. Everything was fuzzy. She's waking up. Dorothy, the surgery is over. You did great. I blinked. A nurse's face came into focus. Different nurse, recovery room. How do you feel? Tired. That's normal. Just rest. We'll take you back to your room soon. What time is it? She checked her watch. Almost noon. Noon? I'd been out for hours. Did anyone call? Call? My family. Did anyone call? She looked at her clipboard. We called both numbers after surgery, left messages. Messages, not actual people. Messages. Okay. I'm sure they'll call back soon. Yeah. They wheeled me back to my room, back to the 4th floor, room 412. The woman in the next bed was gone. A new patient was there, younger, maybe 60. Her family was already visiting, husband and 2 daughters. The nurses settled me in, checked my vitals, made sure I was comfortable. Rest now. The doctor will check on you later. I lay there, watched the clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. My phone was on the bedside table. I picked it up. 2 missed calls, both from the hospital, the messages they'd left for my kids. No calls from them. I checked my texts. Nothing. At 2 o'clock, a text from Jennifer. "Mom, just saw the hospital called. Are you okay? How did it go?" I stared at it. Just saw. It had been 2 hours. I texted back. "Surgery went fine. I'm okay." She replied immediately, "Oh, thank God. I was so worried. The kids were asking about you all morning." Then why didn't you call? I wanted to ask, but I didn't. I just sent back a thumbs up emoji. She sent back hearts, lots of hearts, and praying hands, and a string of encouraging words. "You're so strong. I knew you'd be fine. Rest now. Love you." Words, so many words, but no voice, no visit, just words on a screen. At 3:30, Michael texted, "Hey Mom, nurse said surgery went great. Told you it would be fine. Get some rest. Love you." Told you, as if he'd been right not to worry, right not to come. I didn't reply, just put the phone down, closed my eyes. The family at the next bed was laughing about something. One of the daughters was telling a story about her kids. The patient was laughing so hard she was crying. I turned toward the window, watched the clouds, white and puffy against the blue sky, moving slowly, going somewhere, anywhere but here. A nurse came in at 4. "Mrs. Henderson, how's your pain?" "Manageable. On a scale of 1 to 10, 5. "I can give you something for that." "I'm fine." She hesitated. "Are you sure? There's no need to suffer." But I wasn't thinking about physical pain, the ache in my chest, the one that had nothing to do with surgery. That pain there was no pill for. "I'm fine," I said again. She nodded and left. At 5, Dr. Patel came by. "Dorothy, good to see you awake. Surgery went perfectly. We put in 2 stents. Your arteries should be much clearer now." "That's good. You'll stay here a few more days for observation, but you should make a full recovery." "When can I go home?" "Probably Thursday, Friday at the latest. Is there someone who can help you at home? You'll need to take it easy for a couple of weeks." "I'll figure something out." He looked at me, really looked at me. "Family coming by tonight?" "They texted." He nodded slowly. "Well, you rest. I'll check on you tomorrow." After he left, I lay there in the dimming light. The sun was setting again. Another day almost over. My phone stayed silent. No calls, just those 2 texts, full of emojis and exclamation points and love, but empty, somehow completely empty. I understood something then, lying there in that hospital bed, alone, after surgery, after 5 days of waiting. I understood that love is not words. It's not texts or emojis or promises of tomorrow. Love is showing up. Love is being there. Love is choosing someone over golf games and work meetings and busy schedules. And if that's true, then maybe my children didn't love me the way I loved them. Maybe I was just a duty, an obligation, a box to check. Called Mom after surgery, check. Sent encouraging text, check. The thought made me so tired, more tired than the surgery, more tired than anything. I closed my eyes, didn't cry, didn't have the energy for tears, just closed my eyes and let the darkness come. Tuesday afternoon, the second day after surgery. I was sitting up in bed when I heard a knock. "Come in." The door opened. Pat Wilson walked in carrying a thermos and a small bag. "Dorothy!" Her face lit up when she saw me. "Pat!" She hurried over, set down her things, took my hand in both of hers. Her hands were warm, soft, wrinkled like mine. "Oh, honey, how are you?" And something about the way she said it, The genuine concern in her voice, the way she was actually here, actually looking at me. Something broke. Tears came, just spilled out. I couldn't stop them. "I'm sorry," I said. "I don't know why I'm crying." "Shh, it's okay, it's okay." Pat pulled the chair close, sat down, kept holding my hand, didn't let go. I cried for a few minutes. She didn't say anything, didn't tell me to stop, didn't ask what was wrong, just sat there, present, real. Finally, I wiped my eyes. "I'm sorry." "Don't you dare apologize. You just had surgery. You're allowed to cry." "It's not the surgery." "I know, honey, I know." She did know. I could see it in her eyes. She'd been watching all week. She knew nobody had come. "I brought you something." Pat reached for the thermos. "Chicken noodle soup, the way you like it. Extra carrots, extra celery." "You didn't have to." "I wanted to." She unscrewed the lid. The smell filled the room, warm, savory, home. "The hospital food is terrible." I laughed, actually laughed. "It really is." She poured some into the lid that worked as a bowl, handed it to me with a spoon. I took a sip. It was perfect, just like I remembered, Pat's soup. She'd been making it for 30 years, brought it over whenever someone was sick, when Robert had the flu, when Michael broke his arm, when Jennifer had mono. Always there with her soup. "It's delicious." "Good." She smiled, settled back in her chair. "Now tell me, what did the doctor say?" We talked about the surgery, the stents, the recovery, normal things, easy things. No pressure, no judgment. Then Pat said, "Your roses are blooming beautifully." "They are?" "Oh, yes, the yellow ones especially, so bright, so full. I've been watering them every evening." "You have?" "Of course, someone has to take care of them." Someone has to take care of them. The roses, me. Someone has to. And she did. Not my children, my neighbor, my friend. "Thank you, Pat." "Oh, it's nothing. I like doing it. Gives me an excuse to be in your garden. You have the best roses on the block, you know." We talked for another half hour about gardens, about the neighborhood, about Mrs. Chin's new grandbaby, about the Martinez family's daughter graduating college. Small talk, normal talk, the kind you have with someone who's just there, not rushing, not checking their phone, just there. Finally, Pat stood. "I should let you rest." "You don't have to go. I'll come back tomorrow." "You don't have to do that either." She looked at me, really looked at me. "Dorothy, we've been neighbors for 30 years, friends for 30 years. I want to come, okay?" I nodded, my throat tight again. She leaned down, hugged me, a real hug, the kind that lasts more than 2 seconds, the kind that means something. "You're not alone," she whispered. "Remember that." She left. I sat there holding the thermos of soup, still warm in my hands. I thought about Michael's 10-minute visit, his phone, his dinner plans. I thought about Jennifer's texts, her emojis, her words. And I thought about Pat, driving to the hospital, making soup, watering my roses, sitting here for an hour, no phone, no rush, just present. I understood something else then, something important. Family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who show up, the people who stay, the people who water your roses when you can't. I had been waiting for the wrong people. Thursday morning, discharge day. Dr. Patel had been by early. "You're doing great, Dorothy. You can go home today." "That's good." You'll need to take it easy. No heavy lifting, no strenuous activity. Follow up with me in 2 weeks. Okay. Is someone picking you up? I hesitated, then said, Yes. He smiled. Good. Take care of yourself. After he left, I sat on the edge of the bed, looked at my phone. I could call Michael or Jennifer. They'd come, eventually, with excuses and apologies and promises. But I didn't want that. Didn't want to hear how busy they were, how hard they tried, how much they cared even though they weren't here. I called Pat. She answered on the second ring. Dorothy, how are you feeling? They're releasing me today. That's wonderful. What time? Around 11, they said. I'll be there at 10:30. Pat, you don't have to. Dorothy Henderson, we've been through this. I'll be there. She hung up before I could argue. At 10:30 exactly, Pat walked in. She had a bag with her. I brought you real clothes. I figured you'd want to get out of that gown. She had a comfortable pair of pants, a soft sweater, even socks. How did you... I still have your spare key, remember, from when you went to visit Michael last Christmas. Last Christmas. I'd spent a week in Columbus. Michael had invited me. It had been nice, but the whole time I felt like I was in the way, like they were fitting me into their schedule. Breakfast at this time, lunch plans, dinner with friends. I shook off the memory. Thank you. I changed in the bathroom. It felt good to wear real clothes again. Pat had even brought my comfortable shoes. A nurse came with a wheelchair. Hospital policy, we have to wheel you out. I can walk. I know, but rules are rules. Pat carried my things. We went down the elevator, through the lobby, out the front doors. The sun was bright, warm on my face. Fresh air, finally. Pat's car was right there, her old Honda. She'd had it for 15 years. It was clean inside, smelled like the lavender air freshener she always used. She helped me into the passenger seat, buckled me in like I was a child, but it didn't feel condescending. It felt caring. We drove through Cleveland, past familiar streets, past the grocery store where I'd shopped for 40 years, past the library, past Jennifer's old elementary school. Then we turned on to my street, Maple Avenue. The trees were starting to change colors, reds and yellows and oranges. Beautiful. Pat pulled into my driveway. My house stood there. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, big front yard, bigger backyard. The house I'd lived in for 35 years. It looked different somehow, bigger, emptier. Pat helped me out of the car, up the front steps. I unlocked the door. We went inside. The smell hit me first. Closed up, stale. No one had been here in 6 days. The air was heavy with absence. I walked through the living room, the furniture I'd picked out 30 years ago, the couch where we'd watch TV as a family, the coffee table with the scratch from when Michael was learning to skateboard inside, the bookcase full of photos, Michael's graduation, Jennifer's wedding, the grandkids at various ages. All these memories, all these things, but no people, no voices, no life, just things. Pat was in the kitchen. I heard her opening windows, letting in fresh air. I walked down the hallway, past Michael's old room. I'd kept it the same, his old posters, his baseball trophies, his desk, just in case he ever wanted to stay over. He never did. Past Jennifer's room. Her piano was still there. She'd taken lessons for 10 years, got quite good, then stopped in high school, too busy with other things. The piano sat silent, collecting dust. I went into the master bedroom, the bed Robert and I had shared for 40 years. I'd kept his side neat. His nightstand had his reading glasses, his book still marked where he'd left off, 10 years ago. I sat on the bed, looked around. This house was full of ghosts, full of people who used to be here but weren't anymore. Robert was gone. The kids had moved out decades ago. Even when they visited, they didn't really come home. They just stopped by, briefly, on their way to somewhere else. This house was too big, too empty, too full of waiting. I'd been waiting for them to come back, to need me, to want to be here. But they weren't coming back. This wasn't their home anymore. Maybe it never really was. Maybe it was just the place they grew up before moving on to their real lives. And me, I'd been stuck here, maintaining a museum, keeping everything the same, just in case. Just in case they needed me. But they didn't need me, not really. They needed me to be okay, to not be a burden, to stay healthy and independent so they didn't have to worry. That's what they needed. Pat came into the bedroom. I put some groceries in the fridge, basic stuff, eggs, bread, milk, soup. Thank you. She sat next to me on the bed. What are you thinking? I looked at her. This woman who'd been my neighbor for 30 years, who'd become my friend, who'd shown up when my own children didn't. I'm thinking I need to sell this house. Pat didn't look surprised. Yeah? I need somewhere smaller, maybe a condo, something easy to maintain. That makes sense. You think I'm crazy? No, I think you're smart. We sat there for a moment. Then Pat stood. Do you want me to stay? I can make you lunch. No, thank you. I need to think. Okay, call me if you need anything at all. I will. She hugged me goodbye, left me alone in the big empty house. I walked through it one more time. The living room, the kitchen, the bedrooms, the basement, the garage. All these rooms, all this space. For one person. I went to my bedroom, got out my laptop, opened it, searched for condos for sale near me. Pages of results came up. Smaller places, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, modern, easy, no yards to maintain, no stairs to worry about, no rooms waiting for people who never came. I started clicking through them, looking at pictures, reading descriptions. I didn't call Michael, didn't call Jennifer, didn't ask their opinion. This was my decision, my life, my future, not theirs. For the first time in 50 years, I was going to do something just for me, and it felt right. 3 months later, I woke up in my new condo. 1 bedroom, Shaker Heights, 10th floor, big windows facing east. The sun was just coming up, orange and pink across the sky. I could see it from my bed. I got up, went to the kitchen, made coffee, real coffee from my new French press. Pat had given it to me as a housewarming gift. I took my mug to the balcony. It was small, just enough room for a chair and a few potted plants, but it was mine. I sat down, sipped my coffee, watched the morning. Below me, the neighborhood was waking up. People walking dogs, joggers running past, a man getting his newspaper. Life, normal life, moving forward. My phone buzzed. A text from Michael. Mom, I drove by the house yesterday. There's a sold sign. What's going on? I looked at the message, took another sip of coffee. The house had sold fast. A young couple with 3 kids. They loved it. The big yard, the bedrooms, the neighborhood. It's perfect for our family, the wife had said. Good, I'd told her. It was perfect for mine, too, once. I texted Michael back. I moved. I'm in a condo now. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. What? When? Why didn't you tell us? I typed slowly. I'm telling you now. He called immediately. I let it ring, sipped my coffee, watched a bird land on my balcony railing, a cardinal, bright red, beautiful. The phone stopped ringing. A minute later, another text. Mom, call me. We need to talk about this. We, as if this was his decision, too. I put my phone down, didn't answer. An hour later, Jennifer called. I answered. Mom, what is going on? Michael called me. You sold the house? Yes. When? It closed last week. Last week? Why didn't you tell us? I'm telling you now. But Mom, that's our childhood home. All our memories. Our memories. Funny, they hadn't seemed very attached to those memories when I was in the hospital, when I needed them. Your memories are in your hearts, Jennifer, not in a building. But where will we stay when we visit? Visit, that word again. There are hotels, honey, or you can stay with me. I have a pull-out couch. A pull-out couch? It's quite comfortable. Silence on the other end. Then, Mom, I don't understand. This is so sudden. It's not sudden. I've been thinking about it for months. But you should have talked to us. Why? Because we're your family. I looked out at the morning. The sun was fully up now. The sky was blue, clear, beautiful. Jennifer, I love you, but this is my house, my life, my decision. More silence. Then, what about all our stuff, our rooms? I packed everything, shipped it to you. You should get it this week. You packed my room? Yes. Without asking me? You haven't lived there in 24 years, honey. I heard her take a breath. Mom, I don't know what's gotten into you. I'm just living my life. But we're worried about you. Now they were worried. Not in the hospital, not when I needed them, but now, when I'd made a decision without them. Don't be. I'm fine. Better than fine, actually. Are you sure? Do you need us to come see you? Do I need you to? Not want. Need. No, thank you. I'm good. Mom? Yes? Are you mad at us? I thought about that. Was I mad? Maybe I had been, in the hospital, those days of waiting, those nights alone. Maybe I'd been angry. But now? Now I just felt free. No, honey, I'm not mad. I'm just living my life, finally. We talked for a few more minutes. She didn't understand. I could hear it in her voice, the confusion, the hurt even that I'd done something without them, without their permission. But I didn't need their permission, not anymore. After we hung up, I sat on my balcony, finished my coffee. At 9, Pat knocked on my door. Morning, ready for our walk? Give me 2 minutes. We'd started this routine, Tuesday and Thursday mornings, a walk around the neighborhood, then coffee at the little cafe on the corner. Simple, easy, no pressure, no expectations. After our walk, I had book club at the library. I joined a month ago. 8 women, all around my age. We read everything, mysteries, romances, biographies, met every Wednesday afternoon. Tomorrow, I was volunteering at the community garden. Pat had gotten me involved. We grew vegetables for the local food bank. It felt good to dig in the soil again, to help people, to be useful in a real way. My days were full, but different from before. Before, they were full of waiting, waiting for phone calls, waiting for visits, waiting for my children to need me. Now they were full of doing, of living, of being present in my own life. Michael and Jennifer called once a month, sometimes twice. They'd ask how I was. I'd say fine. They'd talk about their lives, their jobs, the kids, surface things. And that was okay. I didn't need more, didn't expect more. When they visited, which was rare, I enjoyed it, but I didn't wait for it, didn't plan my life around it. I had my own life now. That evening, I sat on my balcony again. The sun was setting, orange and pink again, the same colors as the morning, but different somehow, softer, quieter. I thought about that day in the hospital 3 months ago, lying there alone, thinking my life was over, that I'd failed somehow. But I hadn't failed. I'd given everything I had to my family, raised good kids, loved them completely. That wasn't failure. The failure would have been staying in that big empty house, waiting forever, making my happiness dependent on people who had their own lives to live. I'd let go, not of love, but of expectations, of needing them to show love in ways they couldn't or wouldn't. And in letting go, I'd found something unexpected: peace, freedom, myself. My phone was on the table beside me. I picked it up, looked at the last text from Michael. "Mom, please call me. We need to talk." I put it back down. Maybe I'd call him tomorrow, maybe the day after, or maybe I wouldn't. It didn't matter, not really. What mattered was this moment, this balcony, this coffee, this sunset, this life I was building, day by day, choice by choice. A life that was mine, finally, completely mine. I smiled, took a deep breath. The evening air was cool, smelled like autumn, like change, like new beginnings. And I realized something important, something true. I was enough. Just me, just Dorothy, not Mom, not Grandma, just me. And that was more than enough. I was free. Thank you for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, please subscribe and share. We all deserve to find our peace. Remember, it's never too late to start living for yourself. Until next time.